Perfect. Thank you very much. I'm not used to Happy Wednesday. It's usually Happy Monday or Happy Friday. But here we are on a Wednesday celebrating an end to another successful CFX month. Obviously, August is a wrap, which, is a bit of a bummer for those of you in the Northern Hemisphere because we all know what that means. Razor blade season is coming. But that's all right. We'll find lots of fun things to do in the winter, I suppose. It's just I'm really thinking about all of those that are getting close to the President's Club and about to get some sports cars in your driveway. And then if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, you can't use them. Mind you, some of our President's Club members have been pretty insightful or maybe forward-thinking, and they're getting Cayennes as sport utes. So they've got those bases covered. Anyway. Very happy that you could be here. We're letting the room continue to populate, which is why I'm just rambling. I'd normally be telling you a joke right now, but I can't think of anything that would be appropriate for a broadcast. So we'll just not go down that road. We got an awful lot that we're going to cover today. No different than any end of month event, but probably a lot of the updates that many of you have been looking forward to. In addition to that, though, there's a lot of updates that you know absolutely nothing about that I think is going to put a smile on your face. And let's just give things a couple more minutes until we've got this room full. For those of you who used the link in the banner just a few minutes ago, initially we had the Spanish meeting attached, and that's why you got an announcement saying the meeting was already in progress. That has since been rectified, and I believe both English and Spanish links are also in the message center with another message giving you access to the YouTube channel if that's how you prefer to watch this presentation. In any case, you should have an easy time gaining access now. We've still got room for a couple hundred people in this Zoom. I'm sure that's going to fill up pretty fast. I'm not sure how many of you are watching on YouTube. For those of you who are, hi, welcome. We're very happy to have you here. And I think it's time for us to get rolling. Since we got an awful lot to cover, I think we got to get into it. So again, thanks very much for taking time out of your schedules to be here. It's important to us that you're here. It's important to us that you find value in the material that we're going to cover here. Obviously, we're discussing a project now that's more than 25 months old. So this is certainly a labor of love from the founders of the project, something they pour their heart and souls into, are working constantly on. And the purpose for these end of the month meetings is twofold. First of all, to give you an opportunity, at least on a monthly basis, to hear from the owners of the platform and all of the work that's going in. Well, you don't hear about all of it. You hear about some of the exciting things that are going on behind the scenes. You're getting a lot of updates, technical updates and information through this particular end of month channel. But in addition to that, we also want to focus on bringing value to you when it comes to you being on your journey on the road to entrepreneurship. So whether you've been an entrepreneur for many years and it's something that's very comfortable for you, or whether this is something that's very new to you, perhaps some of the disruption that COVID has caused over the last 18 plus months has maybe gotten you thinking that you'd like to perhaps be a little bit more in control of your financial well-being, and taking the first steps of entrepreneurship is part of that, you gaining control. Whatever the case may be for you, we're going to make sure that there's also value in that particular space always during these end of month meetings. Now, we're going to begin this meeting like we always do. I want to set the tone properly, and we're going to do that with a 90-second video we're going to watch together. This year, we are seeing the dream of financial freedom being pushed further and further away from millions of people. Record business closures and massive global layoffs are pushing people's budgets to the breaking point and having a dramatic effect on their quality of life. Many people are being forced to survive on credit, paying today's bills with tomorrow's wages. This is a guaranteed path to financial disaster. Are you currently enjoying the lifestyle that you're working so hard to achieve? In contrast to these statistics, the wealthiest of our populations increase their net worth year after year, and they're able to accelerate their wealth during economic downturns. How is this possible? Financially experienced people put wealth-building principles to work for them, rather than trading their time for a wage. In the following video, we'll introduce you to two of these powerful principles and show you how you can get them working for you right away. At CFX, we believe the opportunity to create financial abundance is the right of every person. A better life can begin now. Start your journey with us today. It will be the most empowering change you've ever made. So to say that this has been quite an exciting journey is probably a considerable understatement. I know that many of you have been involved in this platform since its inauguration, and many more of you are joining every single month. And of course, the rest of us fall somewhere in between. Whatever the case may be for you, welcome. This is going to be the agenda we'll be discussing today. We're going to focus on initially our most important item first, and that's a message from our CEO. We're going to talk about anniversary updates. We're going to talk about a Trade Academy update for you. I know that many of you have been waiting very, very patiently. Of course, COVID and the disruption from that has really caused a significant delay in two key areas of the company. And if you're new, I'll update you on those things right now. First of all, of course, most of you know our corporate offices were scheduled to be open April of last year. And of course, with ports being shut down, not only in the home country for CFX, but also where many of the exotic hardwoods and other materials are coming from, it made hitting that completion date completely impossible. Of course, the other area where we've seen a major disrail is in the way that our academy was going to go live with live actors. And of course, travel became impossible for them. We had a studio that was doing all of that professional recording for all of you. And so we changed gears quite dramatically. We're going to talk a little bit about that when we give you a corporate update on the academy. We're going to, of course, get into our entrepreneur training with a Think and Grow Rich chapter review. We're also going to interview a young lady that I think you're going to really enjoy hearing her personal story. We're going to get some corporate updates. And lastly, we're going to celebrate some member rank advancements. So let's get into it. We've got an awful lot that we want to cover. Sir, CEO Huascar, the floor is yours. We're looking forward to hearing from you.
Well, thank you very much, John. Good afternoon, good evening, good day, everyone. For me, I can tell for me, it's going to be a very, very good call because we've been on a rush these days, finishing up that beauty headquarters, setting up the floor for amazing development with the company. And, you're right, John. I mean, when you remember the things that we lived the last year with the COVID and all that, it get me excited to see or to wait or to hope for that we are going to share with our members, that we're going to be able to hug, that we're going to be able to meet some of the amazing leadership that we have in the company so far. We have the cruise, lots of good news. The industry is being disrupted in the entertainment, in the travel industry is being, a mess during this last year. And one of those areas is the cruise, actually, John, is being very, very exhausted, extenuating the booking of this exclusive cruise for our membership worldwide. As you know, guys, we are celebrating 2-year-old. We're just a baby company, and we're just impacting the life of so many people that it's truly great to feel that way. Today, we are beginning of another month, closing this 2021 almost. I see many, many, many greetings from all over the world. Hello, everyone. Wow. This is always very good to receive that energy, right, John?
It is indeed. And, it's worth saying, I think, that since you were just talking about the age of the company, many people are aware of the statistics for retail businesses. 85% of retail businesses failing over their first 5 years. And of course, another significant number of those survivors failing over the next 5 years. That it's important for people to understand that all enterprise really has statistics like that. When you consider the amount of money that has to get poured into it, a global enterprise such as this, honestly, the failure rate probably is even higher. So although we are a young company, I think it's certainly cause for celebration. And we're going to talk a lot about that celebration of a 2-year anniversary. Obviously, this is just the beginning of many celebrations to come. But I think celebrating 2 years is very important.
Very, very important, and it's just that important because it's not just the first year. It's telling us that we are in the right path, that we keep growing, that we keep making us expert in what we do. It's been many developments that we achieve in the technical side of the company and the trading side and the algorithm side. And I think we're going to see some of that beauty very, very soon with this beauty headquarters that we are opening. I think it's good to bring up some of the amazing work of the leadership during this time, John. As always, the leadership stand up. And I keep receiving people wanting to go to Panama to meet this headquarters, meet us there. And I assure you guys that we are going to put together a very nice schedule for everyone very, very soon in 2022, beginning of 2022. Now, let's begin with the call. I think we had amazing surprises. Guys, you guys are running for a promotion for our cruise. We got latest update for the cruise today. We got latest update. Also, we're going to have the lottery. We're going to pick some winners today. And we got a nice surprise also for the lottery. Also, we want to bring up some of the advancement on the corporate side that we are being visualizing in these 2 years that we are getting into, and one of those is the customer service. I think it's one of the things that I wanted to talk to you about. What is our next slide? Let me see one moment here. We got to prepare an agenda, and I don't want to get too ahead of it, John.
That is our next topic after you finish sort of the housekeeping issues that you're going to discuss. So,
yeah, most of it, guys. The things that I think make CFX great is always our transparency, and always is the way we carry on businesses in the company. I think one of the things that people appreciate leadership around the world, and that we attract the right people, is because of this way of doing business. And I think it's time to let you know that one of the key elements for this ecosystem to work is the proper flow of the money. Packages, withdrawals, execution is a key element in the success of a company. And that's why for the last year and a half, we put so much effort to bring this payment processor tool to life with a few and unique characteristics that make that tool very special. Anyways, that tool, I can tell you that is working well in one side, but it is not quite done. Last month, we said that we're gonna cut up with a few of the payouts, and with the growth, it's normal. Every company needs to enhance the procedure or the process that we've been going through. Let's say with more member comes more volume and comes more process to do. So it takes more time. In this moment, we see the volatility in the Bitcoin prices, and let's say the prices are going up. We see in a pump like around $49,000-$50,000 right now, which is very good because we are in this industry. I think a few weeks last month back, we saw a drop 65% on the Bitcoin. You guys remember from 64%, 64,000, and it dropped to 30. And now we're seeing gradually how the market is going up. But all the things that happen with the volatility of the Bitcoin, and on top of that, I want to remember some of the challenges that we face last month or a couple of months back when everything went together for the processing the withdrawal with the company. First was the volatility of the Bitcoin, but then we sent thousands and thousands of payments to our members duplicate. We were failing batches, and those batches were being caught up again and then sent out. And we had a major process to go through all that and to overcome all that with the technical people in the programming, and most of that we corrected. Thank you very much for our members that bring all that to us, because one of the reasons why this is happening is because the members are going, come to us and talk to us about it. And I think that's part of what is this community represent, honesty and the ethic of our members. After that, we corrected. We had those weeks behind because during that process, the company was behind on the payouts because the normal process that we do things for over 24 months, it wasn't the same thing. We had to wait, and that accumulate. And I think during last month, you've seen a lot of catch up, especially with the options to multiple withdrawals at the same time. I think is that option that we implemented was very good because people can withdraw multiple times at multiple days. And that way the company is moving forward and catching up with those. And you guys are receiving more payments in different times and different weeks, which is better. But the bottom line is, guys, we had double payouts after we catching up with the July during August, and we were ahead, closing the 3 weeks behind and closing 2 weeks behind, and we had to stop again on that speed of the process. Why? Because we got reports or more double payouts. A few days back, we got more reports. Unfortunately, those are the things that we cannot control in technology. They call it bugs. Bugs that are there, malfunctions. But one thing I wanted to tell you guys to move forward in the call. I am not a person who like excuses, and I think all the people around me and all the people that work around us know that. We don't like excuses. We like results, and we like solution, and we move forward to fix things and to create things in a better way. So at this point, the only thing I can tell you is we're bringing more people. We're hiring more developers in the blockchain area to a strong and to find and to fix this payment tool. If we have to go and find third parties to provide the services that we need, okay, for the company keep running in the same way that we wanted to run, we're gonna do it because it's a matter of finding the right way and finding the right solution. The only thing you need to know that you're in a company that is the side that you need to you're seeing now. What you're seeing now about the company is this side, and underneath is really, really big. The vision that we have, the people that we have is very talented. I think some of that you're gonna see it in, and it will be represented in our corporate offices in Panama City once we open this 25th of September. 25th of September is gonna broadcast. We're gonna show you. You're gonna show you what is the infrastructure that we're putting together. And I was there with some of the leadership. I don't remember who it was, but some of the guys there in Panama told me wow, this is really big. This is really, really something that we have here. And I told them, well, um, this is a small for the vision and what we are creating. This is just a tiny fraction of the big thing, and the big dream that we are creating. And I can only tell you that, guys. We are working to starting the August month and the payout batches. We are concluded the July batches, and we're moving forward very strong. But the thing is, once we complete a lot of batches, we need to wait for confirmation in the blockchain. Right now, with this good prices and stability, once we had a bull run, which means the Bitcoin price is going up, 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 and is in a good trend, up run, it is good for us to release a lot of payouts very fast. Why? Because we don't have to convert on a lower price. We are going up. So, but unfortunately, we do what we allow it to. And in the middle, some of those fail. If you see a failed withdrawal on your back office, don't touch it. It means the company is going over there, and then it will pick that up, and then will keep sending to you. So I think I see things like you, John. You said the other time, this is growing pains. I didn't knew it was going to be so much painful, but it is growing pains. It's painful because we want it to be different. Sorry, guys. But what we want is to deliver. That's what we want, to keep the time frames and timelines shorter. And thank you, guys. And that's what we want. That's what we're working for. Right now, we are like an expansion company, hiring more people, putting ads, working with more experts, finding solutions, and we're going to find it because we're dedicated to that. If you have a purpose and you do it and you don't quit on your purpose, you're going to find a solution, guys. That's what it matters. And even though you're with us in this growing pain and you have to wait, and then before in a week or in 3 days, 4 days, you receive a withdrawal request, and now you need to wait 3 weeks, 1 month. It's not going to be that way for forever. It's not going to be that, because we're working to get that caught up and going forward. I think we have another slice.
We do, yeah. And before we move on, do you mind if I just talk to this point just for a moment?
Yes, of course.
Okay. I know that most of the members that are tuning in obviously have been waiting specifically to hear what you're going to say about this we'd call it a trending issue in CFX. But before I share anything, I'd just like to, I want to make a formal complaint, and I'm not embarrassed to make it in front of everyone that's tuning in. And that is, not one single time have I ever been double paid. Never. I've been waiting to be double paid, and it hasn't happened yet. Anyway,
that's brilliant.
Listen, all jokes aside, I know this is a very important issue for many of you members tuning in. So there's a lot of our members, very, very good members, that haven't been in the network marketing space for extended periods of time. They haven't been in the trenches, and they haven't gone to war like some of the gristled members where this is nothing. Growing pains are part of their experience, and any network marketing leader that has made their first $1 million in network marketing, well, they've been in the trenches and they've experienced growing pains from one project or multiple projects, and so they can take that in stride. But if you've never been through it before, it's very easy to overreact to circumstances that are not as desperate or dire as they may seem. And so I just wanted to take a moment and speak to not only to that experience helps an awful lot, but I wanted to repeat the statement that Huascar had just made, and that is, it is completely 100% the intention of the company to be back to its 1 to 2 day withdrawal schedule. Now, whether that has to happen with third-party support added on top of our proprietary technology that's going to continue to be refined until it's working perfectly. Whatever the case may be is what's going to be. He'll do, and the finance team will do what they have to do to make sure that all of that stuff goes off without a hitch for the long-term success of the project. Some of you know that when phase 2 rolls out, there will be other options as well. We've talked a lot about altcoins, USDT and the like, and why we're not using USDT. There are other options. There's diversity, I should say, expansion, I should say, when phase 2 rolls around as well. So rest assured, those messages that you're sending are being received. Just make sure that for your own peace of mind and well-being, that you manage your emotions moving forward, because if you were able to see, Huascar just mentioned the tip of the iceberg that you're seeing and not the full body of the iceberg that's submerged under the water right now. And I hope I'm not speaking out of place, but if you were to see the amount of money that's being poured into phase 2 and all of the other developments that are going on behind the scenes, some of the silliness that we're seeing and some of the ridiculous posts that we're seeing in social media, they just wouldn't be posted. Unfortunately, you don't get to see all the money that's pouring into projects, but you'll start to see it pretty soon. And I think one of the biggest concerns members have that don't have a lot of experience, Huascar, is that they worry about the financial well-being of the company. And so they come to a conclusion, well, if this is the symptom, this must be the problem. And so maybe you could just take 30 seconds and just speak to the financial strength of the company, because many that have had a chance to glimpse behind the curtain know that it's incredibly strong, but a lot of newer members or inexperienced members don't have that background.
Yeah, I appreciate that you bring that up, because you're an expert, you're a pro in the industry, and many of our members probably are newbies, or some of others, they had some experience, but it's a matter of perspective, and it's when we come in and have this gathering, these calls and these meetings to bring some of that perspective and insight of our company. And it's a matter of expectations, when people are expecting something and it doesn't happen, and then they get like out of the blue, like we say, they go crazy, and they get emotionally, like you say, we need to be able to keep our energy together, keep our emotion together, looking the future, looking the vision, and please research and look up the details, how platforms acting and how legendary, legacy companies acting. We shouldn't be putting together such an amazing infrastructure in Panama and bring you one of the best Forex Academy curriculums that our marketing director is going to share with us today. And we are pretty excited of the content that we are putting together. So this is some of the perspective that I wanted to talk to you about. And it's the right time for such an amazing forest in bamboo, Japanese bamboo. And most of the leaders in network marketing recognize the Japanese bamboo, or probably heard the story, how this tree, grow, and how much it takes to grow, But for those of you that doesn't recognize the story or doesn't know how this works, it's impressive how this tree, you planted and you let it there, and you put water every day. You put, some seeds around it. You put some harvest, some abono, we call it in Spanish, things that nourish the plant and the seed, and nothing happened in 1 month, 2 months, 6 months, 8 months, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. You think it's nothing happened. You think the seed was rotten, the seed was not good enough to grow. And that's what happened with Japanese bamboo. It grows, but it grows under the earth. is putting the, how you call it, the, what is it, underneath the,
he's building the roots, deep root system.
The roots, building the roots. You know for how much? 7 years, guys. 7 years. It grows under. You don't see anything in the surface, the bamboo, the Japanese bamboo. It doesn't, you don't see, you think it's gone. But remember, if you don't put more water every day, every month, I think it's twice a month or 3 times a month that you need to put water on that area where the bamboo is growing. If it doesn't rain or anything, it dies because you're not taking care of. But you need to wait 7 years. You need to wait 7 years for that. And then what happened? It grows 30 meters in 6 weeks after that. So I am asking you now, how much this bamboo took to grow? 7 years or 7 years and 6 weeks? Or 6 weeks, because that's when it started to grow. No, it was 7 years and 6 weeks altogether. So it is remarkable how this story transcends in the Japanese culture and their education and how they behave and all that. Is very popular. And then this story, went over to Occident, and it resonates with me today. And that's why I put the logo down below the earth. Down there is the logo of CFX, below, it's growing and keeping the root, putting the root. Because what John was saying is that we are strengthening up our legal compliance roots all over the world. We're putting an infrastructure to grow for the next 15 to 20 years of a company. We are putting together a next phase where we'll develop a really remarkable technology in the trading area, not only in Forex. I will say no more, but I will say that, some of the clues that success is living, the trail, you need to study those clues so you can be confident and you can feel peace of what is coming. I will say no more, but I wanted to share, guys, this story of the Japanese bamboo, and I wanted you to remember, once you fade out, once you are feeling down, or once your feelings are overwhelming you, just think about this story, because it requires a lot to put those roots very, very, very strength into the floor, to grab it. And what happened is that it grows so fast, 6 weeks, 30 meters. That's why it can stand up, and it can be there. Some of the developments in the office are made just for that. The infrastructure is not just a pretty office, but technologically speaking, it has a control room with every technological gadget that we need to come together with the office and the academy all together, which is the virtual and the physical. And I think John is going to talk to you a little bit about that transition and what we're putting together. So I just wanted to, lay out that message to all of you. Please continue to trust our company. Please continue to study the clues of success that that is falling out. And don't pay attention to fake bloggers and fake profile. Be careful. I don't know, John. I don't know if I should be talking about this, but so many things out there that trick people, in social media. Be careful with that. Now let's talk about a serious stuff of statistics. Because I see people that this is how it is. My cup today from 2 to 7 p.m. I already drink from 8 to 1, refill, and now it's from 2 to 7. How it is this cup, John? How
Oh,
you
is
see
it?
this cup? How feel do you see this cup?
All right. Well, you're setting me up for lesson, I'm sure, but I see that as mostly empty.
And that's the problem with a lot of people. People see things half empty, not half full, you know? So depending on how perspective you see things, and some of the things that you normally face, you can have a tremendous success dealing with support tickets all over 25 months. But if you encounter with two people, you never had a problem. But if you encounter with two people with problems, and a third people with problem, you say, oh my God, this support system is awful, it doesn't work, you know. But I take the time to go over the support department and get those statistics for you today. And those 166,000 tickets received has a 92 resolution rate so far, which is very nice. I mean, I could say 100% is nice, but 92 is nicer too. You know, now we have an amount of user member error uh, that is very high in the financial tickets. And I don't blame the members. Why? Because they don't know about blockchain, and they don't take the time and the patience to ask for help before doing a transaction. You know, so sometimes they, got confused, and they wanted to activate fast. They are excited. They want to jump in, and just boom, they made a mistake. And that's what we're talking about here. So it has a counterpart with the user error on the financial ticket, and that's why they take more, because we have more financial ticket, and we had less people to handle those financial tickets. And that's the real truth in a young company like us. All the rest of the tickets, boom, resolved right away. Why? Because we triple our CFX staff support since we begin of the company. We got a lot of people working in different time zone and schedules. So because we know the success of the company depend on the support that we give our members, and we care about that. Currently, I got a good news. We got a plan to get rid of all financial support in this month in September. Why? Because we are training more support financial people, staff, and because we know we have some old cases down there.
Did you just hear that?
I don't know. I think
that was a subtle ring of hallelujah in unison, because obviously we just heard from the 8%. The 92% are satisfied. We just heard from the 8% in unison say hallelujah. I think that's very exciting news that you just passed on there. Not only those very powerful support staff tickets, because obviously people don't worry about a completed successful ticket. You worry about an uncompleted non-successful ticket, even if it is only 8% of the 100%. But the fact that you have a strategy to clean up all those old financial tickets, I know there's a lot of very, very happy people listening right now.
I know we have most of those tickets are from our old provider, which are taking more time because we depend on them. Now with the new payment processor, we're fast. We clean those up really fast, and we don't have that. But the old ones are the one taking more time. Why? Because we're taking the new ones right away. So any new ticket in the financial area is resolved really fast. But we have that issue because we're not doing anything if we take care of the old ones and then we care less on the new ones, right? And we leave them behind. No, we're trying to keep them up to date, and then gradually we're picking up the old ones. Now, when the new staff, trained staff in the financial area comes in this month, we're going to clean up faster. And I just want to let you know, guys, that we're listening to you, that we're not, a stranger to this situation, strange to that, we are going to move forward, and we got a commitment with the whole department to clean everything up this month. Now,
I was just going to say that also helps explain to members that have a very, very old financial ticket the reason for it. So thanks very much for adding that to the explanation as well.
Of course, is everything has a reason when the company is working toward his members. You know, we work for the members, and there's nothing that we see causing problems that we don't want to find a solution for it. Okay, I think it will bring a lot. It will bring a lot to the support and to get rid of those, uncomfortable situation with members in the support in all cases with the financial. But please, I'm asking you guys, pass along to your teams that please ask for help if you're new in the company, and if you have an upline, if your upline is busy, just wait a little bit longer to join or to make an upgrade or whatever. Don't send any payment to a previous wallet. It doesn't work. That wallet is already used. It will not trigger or activate your account. It is always a new wallet. It is always a new package. It's always an upgrade, activation or whatever. It's going to be a new wallet. Don't send any to a previous one, because that's what happened. Most of those tickets, they grab, I sent a payment here. This is the company wallet. This is one company wallet. And they send it back and they send it again. It doesn't work. It's a system. Create a new wallet for every package.
If you want to also make things very easy for yourself, one of the rules that I follow, new people getting on board, jump on a quick Zoom with them. It's a great teaching opportunity as well. Honestly, leaders in any network marketing company, doesn't matter what the company is or what the product is, leaders spend extra time with people in the beginning so they don't have to expend a lot of time with them later on. Train people well, invest time with them in the beginning. It's going to make life a lot easier for yourself. The other thing is when you have friends that are joining with large trade packs, get them started at $300,000 or $500,000 trade pack. Make sure that those transactions are done. They're comfortable with the process, and then go ahead and make an upgrade. And really just set yourself up for success rather than challenges.
Exactly. They want the big bucks right away to come in, and it's not necessary. People will continue the process once they are setting up. It's always a really good advice, John, that you're giving us. Now, guys, you see how colorful is this cruise and how exciting I am to get on that cruise ship. My God. I don't know if you're going, but I know this won't last 48 hours to sell the entire ship. It won't last 48 hours. We're going to put a countdown clock in the webpage, in the sales page, once it's up, and we're going to open the sales ticket in one day because it's limited occupation, guys. We're going to have the whole ship, but 16, well, put it this way. I know that 300,000 people will not buy the cruise for different reasons. But if you take 10% of 300,000, how much it is, John? 300,000, 10% is 3,000,
I think it's
right?
around 18,000. It's about 30,000.
I think it's 3,000.
10% is 30,000.
I don't know.
There's not room.
I don't know what is your math, but I think no, I don't know. Anyways,
it's going to fill fast.
30,000. Okay, yeah. Lee, thank you very much. John Kinnear beat me out in math this time. Okay, so 1%. Okay, 1% of the membership will not fit in there because we only have half of the ship because of a COVID regulation. So listen up, guys. We pick one of the newest, fanciest, and great cruise in the entire world, and we're gonna develop in the next slide. Don't put it yet, John.
I won't touch anything.
Yeah, but listen up, guys. This is going to be a really, really nice end of the year for the CFX family anniversary cruise. Starting in December 6th, it has one of the unique routes. And I can tell you guys, 1600 is the only thing. Yes, it's a Norwegian ship. Wow. Tom nailed it in the chat. is the Norwegian Joy, the spectacular 2017 or 2007, I think it was a manufacturer, and they rebuilt it, they enhanced it in 2019, and it's just amazing. It's remarkable. You can look it up and Google. Next slide, it will show you some of the amenities and the route of this cruise. And I think, guys, we've been like 2 months after every company, and talking with a lot of companies in the industry, in the travel industry, to get this done, whatever it takes to be on the anniversary cruise for the CFX family. And it isn't been easy, guys. It was very, very extenuating, but today I can communicate to you that it is official that we have the ship, because with COVID, what happened, guys, with COVID, most of the companies put those ships, stop those ships, they take it out of the market. They couldn't keep doing business. So those ships has, if it's 4,000 people, but it has 2,000 crew members. Like, if you're on that ship, guys, and you need any help, there is no time for you to be hassling looking for help. It is going to be somebody to help you out, because it's 2-to-1 the helper inside. It's 2,000 crew members inside that ship. So it's just amazing, and there is no crew on the travel industry right now for having large amount of destinations in the crew industry. So that's why I was thought, wow, it is a depressed industry. We're gonna find on a ship like that. Wrong. It was the other way around. It was more difficult, very, very difficult. 2022 at the end and 2023 are the ones, the dates that everybody was giving us. But thank you, Norway. Thank you. Thank you for the Norwegian members for this company that has this ship, the Norwegian ship. You don't have the next slide, John, or you want to say something else first?
No, I'm ready to go.
Hit it up.
So on the left-hand side of the slide, just a few details, and then we've got an itinerary.
John, do you like racing?
That's a racetrack on a boat, dude. Who wouldn't like a racetrack on a boat?
Imagine that. Who thought about that? A racetrack in a boat. I will beat your ass there, for sure.
There's also the Flow Rider and all the most up-to-date features that you'll find anywhere on any cruise ship this boat has. It's
less what we can tell you about this ship. You need to look for it. And we're going to have a nice sales page for you. We're going to put every information possible in the sales page really soon this week. Hopefully this week. And I will tell you that look at that destination route. Cozumel to destination in Cozumel, Mexico, and Costa Maya, then Belize, Harris Cay, then Roatan and Honduras, and then back to Miami, guys. This is amazing. I was one day in a cruise ship from Miami for Lauderdale, and it was Key West, Cozumel, and then back. And I did I think Ron was done on that trip. I did that with Ron, and we did that on travel company that we were in together. And we did 4 wheels on the jungle in Cozumel. It was amazing. They have the tour in the jungle with the, with the 4 wheels, and it got different stop with tree houses and stuff. Like, it's just amazing. It's just so much fun, guys. It's like 10 days. Like it's at 7 days and 6 nights. This cruise, and I can tell you guys, a lot of things are going to happen on that boat. Conference, lots of material. We're preparing, developing a great deal of information to develop on that, to release on that trip and celebrate that amazing leadership that we have to celebrate, this 2-year anniversary and how many lives we changed over the past 2 years. So I'm really touched. I'm really excited and happy about this cruise to celebrate the company and the people of the company. Guys, don't worry about the vaccines. I mean, I think I got 4 vaccines already. There's people that won't take it. I took 2 of the Chinese one, and then I took 2 of the Pfizer. Look at me. I'm like, I took the PCR one time and say, wow, your your defenses are so high, you couldn't be touched. But there's other people that don't like vaccines, and we'll respect that. But cruise industry has some regulation with that. It is not only a PCR test. You need to be vaccinated, and there's nothing wrong with that. The FDA recently approved one of the Pfizer vaccines, and we are where we are as a human race in modern age because of the science, guys. There is nothing there that will kill you or harm you, but it's like that. I respect whoever think differently. It's just the way it is. If you're not gonna come, and that's it. Just take it out of your way. You're not coming. But I would like everybody to come and prepare yourself, because those 16,000, those 1,600 are going to be gone fast. Okay. Also, we're preparing sites excursion with the tour operator, and we're gonna have so much cheap tickets. You cannot believe what we're gonna do. Everybody will jump in on this. Hopefully, we'll have an amazing end of the year and an amazing celebration.
This is anniversary number 2. You and I have talked in private conversations about long-term plans to be able to have events where we have 20 and 30 and 40,000 people planning are present. So, this is early days, and if you can't be with us, we certainly understand, but you'll be at one of these events coming up. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, I mean, we had 6,000 conference room here in Punta Cana last year when we were celebrating the first anniversary. We had to cancel because of the COVID, and we have that big hotel. Like, it was 3 hotels all together and one big auditorium for 6,000. But I'm sure we're gonna have blast of amazing. Imagine. Once a few more markets open, they are not open yet, but will be open. Things are gonna get very rush. Now, guys, remember, we got winners of the lottery from $50 to $30. If you don't bought a ticket, you're gonna have a surprise at the end of the call, because we're gonna pick winners today. And I'm gonna leave it to there because I have more news to give you. But now, look what the company's been working tireless with John Kinnear on the head, leading the way, and the amazing academy team putting together these courses. And they're ready, and they'll be out soon. John, take it away. Thank you, guys. See you in a bit.
So we're going to move through this very quickly. Many of you have been asking for an update on what's been going on as far as the Academy goes. Obviously, we talked at the beginning of this call about the disruption to the timeline of the Academy. This is something that should have been available to all of you a long time ago. Of course, we certainly know that. And also keep in mind that this is going to be a work in progress. So don't think of this as a start, middle, and an end in the short term. But as CFX continues to expand, remember, the company is also expanding and evolving as well. So really, this is going to be a home not for those interested in making money in the Forex market. This is going to be a home for people looking to take more entrepreneurial role and control of their financial well-being, which is a much broader umbrella and gives the potential for much, much more curriculum to get loaded into this academy in months and years to come as well. So what I wanted to do is just take a couple of minutes and give you a sense of the immensity of the contents. And then also we're going to tie this to something else as well for you. So you can see 18 specific modules, more than 150 individual lessons, of course, detailed quizzes that tie all the lessons together as well. I want to give you sort of a sense of some of the subject material. If we take a look at the table of contents, for example, or the lesson headers for module number 1. This is just module number 1. You can see some of the things that you first start learning about in the early stages. So this is your friends that are getting involved with a $300 trade pack. They're going to have a ton of material available to them. As we move into module number 2 and into module number 3, you start learning to connect the dots, exactly how to make trades on a Forex market. You start becoming familiar with different types of analysis, indicators. You also start gaining a lot of experience using those indicators, setting them on charts, reading them properly, trying to decide when you want to move into trades, when you want to move out of trades. And you've heard me on our Monday and Friday calls many a times say that, you know, CFX was always meant to be a full service Forex platform. So while most of you are going to be very content to continue to leave your trading on autopilot, even when all of you are swung over to copy trading, you still obviously are going to have access to an autopilot system. Many of you might want to really understand what's going on behind the scenes. And when you see your capital in your broker account move into a trade, perhaps you want to set a moving stop. Perhaps you want to stay in a winning trade a little longer. Perhaps you want to be involved in part of the process. Well, step number 1 is understanding what the heck to do, what it is you're looking at before you would even consider messing with EAs that have countless number of hours poured into the running of them for success. But also you want to make sure that you're profitable if you're getting involved in the process. And that's what the Academy is designed to help you to do. So I'm not going to list any more individual lessons, but I'll share some more modules with you. So understanding, for example, on calculating risk, understanding TradingView, MetaTrader 4, whichever of those platforms you're more comfortable being involved in, details on logbooks. If you're going to learn how to trade, if this is something that appeals to you, you're going to be charting every single trade that you're in, winning and losing, how to set up a logbook, how to screenshot your trades and make sure that you can access those things for a future lesson. All of that stuff is going to be poured into this. And of course, many, many more modules and more topics for course material as well. Now, why is that so important? Because there's a correlation, and Huascar used this word about 20 minutes ago, correlation between the corporate office and the Academy, the physical and the digital. And so this is one of the reasons why the space and the size of the office was so critically important, more than 10,000 square feet. There needs to be room for members that want to come down and not only study and learn Forex, hammer home the lessons that they're able to access through the Academy by taking live classes on individual modules and lessons in the office, but also, of course, as other keynote speakers, other best-selling authors in financial spaces also have opportunities to fill our calendar. Many of you are going to want to come down to the corporate offices for those types of things as well. So this is not just an Academy going live. This is much, much more than that. So we wanted to make sure you understood that. I was really planning on spending more time on that, but we have so much stuff that we want to cover. I'm not going to dive any deeper than I just did. Now, as far as the launch of the first half of that Academy, I don't have a fixed date for you soon, but there's an awful lot happening behind the scenes to make sure that that goes live as soon as it possibly can for you. Now, you've also seen this slide at 2 end of month meetings ago, and I've just dropped it in here again as a reminder for you. This is why we're going to have that schedule in your back office so that you start to see weekends blocked off for a variety of different things, different subject matter. Forex Academy lesson module X by teacher Y, book now, or come to the office on this weekend to learn more about this particular subject from best-selling author, whomever. And so these are the types of things that you certainly will be able to look forward to. And we're certainly going to have a lot of fun making sure we get full value out of that space. Now, we're going to do our just a few minutes. We want to make sure that we go through our entrepreneurial handbook, Think and Grow Rich. We had some chapters today. Now, of the 16 sections within Think and Grow Rich, today was section number 4. And section number 4 is in chapters 50 to 57. And we were talking about specialized knowledge. And so I've got some really interesting stuff that I want to share with you in this particular area, specialized knowledge. This is very poignant and very appropriate for CFX members. So please listen to this stuff very carefully. Before you can be sure of your ability to transmute your desire, your goals into a monetary equivalent, you're required a specialized knowledge. It could be in service, merchandising, some kind of profession. So you're crystal clear on what kind of value you can bring to the world to exchange for the financial goals that you've written down on paper or you've written down in your laptops or computers. And there needs to be an exchange of value. If you're going to reach your goals, you take a look at any CFX member or anyone who's created significant success, financial well-being in any walk in life, and you can very easily quantify the value that they've brought in exchange for the monetary equivalent, as Napoleon Hill puts it. Now, he went on during those chapters to talk about Thomas Edison with only 3 years of formal schooling and Henry Ford with only a 6th grade education. And in fact, you hear so many success stories of people that you admire that didn't finish school. Now, this is not a criticism of universities. This is to simply say that some people at various stages in their life get a very clear picture of what it is that they're going to use to exchange for reaching the financial goals that they're setting for themselves. In many cases, it's a passion. In many cases, it's a skill set that you're naturally good at. And if that's the case, well, then you're definitely doubly blessed because you get to do things you love, things that excite you, and exchange those for financial well-being. Now, I want to introduce you to someone. Many of you already know who this person is that's smiling back at you right now. This is Joe Rogan. Joe has a very colorful vocabulary. Now, that's not the reason that I watch his podcast. The reason I watch his podcast is, and many of you do, is he self-admittedly simply started talking out of a room in his home to people that he admired, or he started interviewing people on subjects that he knew nothing about, and he wanted to learn more about them. And the other thing, of course, that he wanted to have an opportunity was to sit around and chat with people that he admired with subjects that were very appealing to him. And so a podcast was just a natural progression in his career. Some of you way back may remember him from news radio. I'm not a big TV watcher, but that was one of the best TV shows ever made with Phil Hartman from Saturday Night Live. And that had a 2-year run, but it was a glorious 2 years that was on. And Joe was one of the main characters of that. And then he went on to a stand-up career. And of course, if you are UFC, martial artist enthusiast, you know he's very passionate about that as well. And what recently happened, though, with his continued dedication for honest interviews, unbiased interviews. If you've never watched this person give an interview, it would be worth it for you to go and listen to him for a few minutes on YouTube, because he will share a microphone with people that he completely agrees with and completely disagrees with and everything in between. But he's extremely good at keeping many of his opinions and viewpoints to himself and really trying to see a particular subject or topic material through the eyes of the person that he's speaking to. And so as a result, Spotify made him a deal, rumored to be worth around $100 million. So now the Joe Rogan Experience, that podcast live, can only be accessed in Spotify, but he still has a YouTube channel, so you can access other materials once he gets done with them. Now, what I've prepared for you is a very short video. It's only about 2.5 minutes long. For those of you who have no experience with Joe, I wanted you to have a chance just to hear from him. Remember, I said his language is a little bit colorful. It's bleeped out. Try not to be offended by that. I'm certainly not here to offend you, but rather his other insights and his wonderful opinion and perspective of things is why this was added to this, to give you a bit of an appreciation for a message.
Well, when I was 21 and I was first starting to do comedy, that's when I was really devouring as much of it as possible, because I was trying to figure out like how to not be so lazy, how to be motivated, how to get done, and how to like find the correct path and think about things correctly. I would follow all this personal power, like you had workshops that you would do, like little like notebooks and fill out, and things to talk about and things to concentrate on. Like if you did do it, it would help you. But really what it's all about is just getting your together and moving. Just go do something. Just doing it. Just doing it makes you do more. Like do more hard makes you do more hard. Yeah. Understanding that you want it bad, so you're willing to put into work and do things you don't want to do. It's what makes you have that confidence that you know how to push through, and the mentality that I'm the type of dude to get done. Like I'm not gonna waste my day just sitting around a hotel room. No, I'm gonna go to work. That's what I feel like is missing from a lot of people that are getting into motivational this, motivational that. They ain't doing shit. You gotta go do something. That's the number one thing, right? Is fucking action. Take action. Well, I think the one thing that discipline definitely does help you with is it helps you get things done. And when you get things done, when you actually do things, you have more success. If you have more success, and sometimes a big part of success is just not being fucking lazy and just doing it. Yeah. That's like 90% of it is just showing up. Get there and start working. Like you're not gonna feel perfect every day. If I only worked out when I felt good, I'd be a fat because there's a lot of days I don't want to do it. It's pretty much the same with everybody that actually gets good at something. There's got to be those days you push through, and they're probably going to be more numerous than the days you don't. And so the benefit of discipline in my eyes has always been that through discipline I get things done. I always say that I'm like the most lazy, disciplined person I know, because I don't want to do it. Yeah. But I always do. Mm-hmm. And that you have to sit down, you have to overcome resistance, and that the pro goes to work. And it doesn't matter if you're sick, it doesn't matter if you have kids, it doesn't matter what, you're a pro and you go to work. And that just, it puts it in your head that this is what I do. This is what, and you have pride in that. And you're doing the work. Yeah. And out of that work, gems blossom. Yep. Little things, but you might have a day where you just write nothing but dog shit. So what? Show up again tomorrow, and tomorrow out of that dog shit, a flower will emerge. You never know, and that's the only way to really develop your potential 100% in anything.
So when it comes to specialized knowledge, there is a correlation in that message to what we teach every time that we're focused on the entrepreneurial part of our end of month events. But I wanted you to have a chance to hear that, and also realize that, bitching and complaining is easy. Cynicism is easy. Being negative, it really is easy. What's a challenge is dealing with adversity as an entrepreneur and pushing through that adversity. And if you can do that with a smile on your face, you're miles ahead of the game. Because if you recall, the last thing we talked about in Think and Grow Rich, our previous, was autosuggestion. And so if you're the type of person that bitches a lot, I would strongly encourage you to give some thought to why that is, because that's a choice. And the problem is you become what you do. You become what you think. Thoughts are things. We all know that. And you are the only person that's really going to suffer in the long run. You have control over everything that comes in your mouth. And you have control over all of the actions that you do. Next year is going to come. And the year after that is going to come regardless of how we behave. And so wouldn't we like for our next year's goal, our next year's CFX anniversary, and the one after that to arrive, and us have had a positive 2-year experience rather than being full of cynicism and being frustrated the whole time? Because those things are going to pass. The problems that seem like the sky is falling, the world's coming to an end are going to pass. They always pass. So nothing really is a big deal. When it comes to specialized knowledge, this is the stuff we've been focusing on. We've been focusing on how to use a very simple script, 2 paragraphs long, and reach out to our friends. How to make a simple invitation and watch 10 minutes in videos. and how by doing that 3 times and finding 3 friends that are interested in making money fast and not slow, you've just made yourself a mentor. And then how by creating mentors gets you to executive. And then how by creating executives gets you to manager. And that's the path. And it's of all of the entrepreneurial paths that I've ever seen in my life, the path that you're looking at on the screen right now is the simplest and easiest way to free yourself financially that I've ever seen. It's the easiest. Of all the paths that I've taken in my professional career, the path you're looking at on your screen right now is the easiest path. And so if you focus your prerequisite to bring value and acquire specialized knowledge as a trade-off for financial success, honestly, his last line, I'm the laziest disciplined person I know. You just need to be disciplined enough to learn these very basic steps and learn how to become a mentor maker, and you can make yourself a millionaire. I don't think that I've ever been able to say to someone, you could make yourself a millionaire with a to-do item list as short and easy as this to-do item list is. So to hammer that point home, Huascar is going to interview a very, very special lady. And in fact, she has a story that we wanted you to hear, because this is quite a remarkable story. And I just became aware of some of the details, and Elspeth is becoming a fast friend. And she, of course, is part of our Norway team, which is not only one of the fastest growing, but the strongest parts of CFX in the world. So I'm just actually, young lady, you have the ability to unmute yourself. So please say hi to everyone before we dive into things.
I have unmuted myself and I'm here. And thank you very much for calling me a young lady. You've just become my best friend, John. It's a while since somebody's called me a young lady.
How easy it is to be nice. Hey, listen, would you do us a favor before Huascar, because I know he has questions he wants to talk with you about, but before he gets into that, would you just do me a favor and share some of the getting started, some of that incredible story with everyone?
I've been waiting for listening to that since yesterday.
Thank you, Huascar. Thank you. Well, I started in December 2019. There were about 10,000 members in CFX, and not a lot of people knew a lot about it. Gunnar, who introduced me to CFX, he rang me up and he said, Elspeth, you need to listen to this. And I said, yeah, okay. I'll listen, but I don't know. It's so many things out there. There are so many scams. There are so many things that I don't know whether I can trust. But yes, I'll listen. So I listened, and I liked what I heard, definitely. And then I said, but good night. My finances are in a right ditch, and I can't really afford it. So no, I can't do this. And he said, you have to. I'll lend you the money. I thought, oh God, more debt. Okay. But it sounded too good, I just couldn't miss it. So I joined December 2019. I sat on the fence for 2 months, nearly 3, and watched, because I wanted to be sure. I had led people into things that didn't work out before. I wanted to be sure that I wasn't leading them into something else again before I started talking to people I knew, etc. So in March, I started talking to people, and I talked about, you will get incomes of 7 to 10%, and this, that, and the other. And 2 weeks later, I was proved a liar because, hey, hang on, what happened? The income dropped because of COVID. Completely understandable, no criticism, no nothing, but that's what happened. So I had to modify what I was talking about, but still. I have since then built a team of now 1,412 people. 80% plus is from Scandinavia, from Norway, Sweden, and a few from Denmark. I live in France myself. I am Norwegian, but I live in France. So everything has been done on Zoom because of, obviously, I couldn't travel. Nobody could. And actually, I came back tonight from the first time in Norway since December 2019. I've spent a week in Norway meeting teammates and team members and things for the first time, meeting colleagues, and it's been a wow week. It really has. We've on a very successful event in Trondheim, and it was great. We are a group of ladies who's decided to take a little bit of room and step forward in CashFX, because there's an awful lot of men around. And it's not that they don't want to include us, it's the women who don't want to be included. They're sort of, we're afraid to be included. We say, oh no, we don't know this enough and we don't know. So we are wanting to show others that they can just step forward and take some room. And I think it's very, very important that we do that. So that is what we're doing. There's 5 of us. There's Mona Ulvin, Monica Samoni, Tina Mühling, Therese Carlson, and me, who's sort of taking the lead here. And we've created a group for Scandinavian women who want to do something with CashFX and sort of being a little bit exclusive women. But I think it's good. And the event we had on Saturday was all women speakers except one, and that was Tora Narolaisen, our lovely, lovely president, who we did invite to come and tell us, because everybody wants to listen to him.
He's fantastic. He's fantastic. He's honestly, he's one of my favorite people. And very, very good upline support person for you to have.
He's absolutely brilliant. And do you know what he did at the end of the event? He stands up on the stage and he calls the people from 4 of the people who were there at the event, because not everybody was there, obviously. And he gives us a spectacular gift as a thank you for helping him to get where we are. And he's invited 11 of us to travel to Panama for a week in October. And he's paying for the tickets and the hotel room for all of us. Talk about setting an example for how we should all be, huh? And I'm so looking forward to meeting you all. I just can't wait. I'm super excited.
That's a heck of a prize. That's quite a gift. So he has no choice. He's got to go ambassador so he can pay for it.
But no, he is an amazing person. He really is. And I'm so happy that...
Elspeth, can you tell us just for a moment, I know you started at a $300 trade pack with CFX. So you're a success story that anybody could emulate or follow. Just talk for a moment before Huascar asks some questions of you, how your life has changed financially. Because we were just talking about specialized knowledge. We were just listening to Joe Rogan talk about just kind of getting off, getting up and taking action even when you don't want to.
As I said, I borrowed the money to start on a $300 package because I didn't have that money. And it was always my intention to pay it back. And when I offered to pay it back to Gunnar, he said, no, it's okay, Elspeth, you've earned me so much money with all the work you've done, so you don't have to pay that $300. So that was nice. And I've worked diligently. I mean, I've put a lot of hours into this, I have. I could probably have grown my team quicker in one way, but I also want to make sure that they're all secure in what they are doing and that they understand CFX and understand the concept behind it. That's important to me, and that everybody feels safe and things. So therefore, I do spend a lot of time on my team. So I upgraded as soon as I could to the 500, then to the 1,000. The 2,000 I reached in the summer of 2020. And then from September onwards, all through till February, I upgraded every single month to a new package. And then on the 16th of August, exactly 20 months after I started in CFX, I reached the 100K package. And that feeling is just wow. It really is. It gives you, it's a goal that I had that I probably reached a little bit before that. Well, certainly long before I originally thought I would reach it. I then modified the goal to reach it a little bit earlier, and then I missed that because of the Bitcoin fall. And but 16th of August, I had my 100,000 package. And just the feeling of what I've it isn't, our washing machine broke. It wasn't a global crisis, which it used to be. We've done things to the house that we should have done ages ago, just maintenance work that we just couldn't do. Now we've done it, and it's let's do it. I mean, it's a new world. It's completely changed our financial situation. It really has.
That's amazing.
So thank you, Huascar.
Remarkable.
And thank you.
Well,
I mean,
congrats to you because it was a great work that you did, and you're an excellent example of what it is this company about. I'm truly impressed with your work and with your achievement. And I wanted to ask you: have you ever done network marketing before, or is it your first time?
no, I have done it before. I've actually worked with it for quite a while, and which is why I was so skeptical in one way, because the things I'd pulled them into this, we were going to earn money on this, and we were going to earn money on this, and this sounded like a good thing. And I mean, none of the things that I brought people into has actually gone completely down under, but it just hasn't happened. They're still there. They still might happen, but I'm not sure. So I'm sort of CFX. I'm sure about. I've just got
Have you ever
it.
had that type of success before?
No.
Never.
It's been small teams, nothing like this. And it's
Well,
never been such a pleasure to do it as this has. I've always sort of struggled a bit, and it's always been also, and that probably has something to do with my success. I have no doubt about CFX. I talk about it with confidence. The other ones was always sort of, this is what I believe, I want to believe, but there was always that little niggle, that little sort of, is it going to happen or is it not? And yeah.
You just said it. You just said the difference between the ones who make it and the ones who don't make it. Is that little difference between the belief and the trust and what they do, and the other way around, and that's the difference. That's why you're having success, and that's why you are where you are, because you believe in what you're doing. And some people just move forward and make actions, but those actions lack of trust and confidence in them and what they do. They don't make that effect, they don't cause that effect of success. Congratulations. It's truly an honor to meet you, and I hope to give you a hug sometimes,
well,
in
hopefully
Norway,
when we come to
Panama.
Panama.
Yes,
in the offices. I'll be there in October, second half of October, apparently. I'm so looking forward to it. I know, and it's a trust I have gained in CFX, and trust is something that you gain. It's not something that you have immediately, and you have gained my complete trust. And I was talking to one of my team members yesterday, actually, about how he was talking about bringing somebody in on a 100,000 contract. It didn't happen, but they were talking about it, and we were talking, that was June 2020. And at that time, I was still saying, you have to go in with all of that. You can build it pretty quickly. Maybe you should just be a little bit careful. Don't put all your savings in. And today, if somebody came to me and said, I'd like to buy a 100K package, I'd say yes. I wouldn't hesitate in recommending it.
Well, congratulations. That's truly remarkable. I know that the Norwegian team is one of the, the strongest team, like John said, and I'm looking forward to be there as well.
Hope you can come one day.
It's a really, really nice. Well, our next cruise is a Norwegian company, so Norwegian Joy. Let's enjoy the moment.
We're putting Norway on the map today, aren't we?
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Congratulations, and nice talking to you. Nice meeting you.
Thank you, Huascar. Take care.
You too.
Thanks very much, Elspeth.
You're welcome, John. My pleasure. I was really honored to be here.
See you at Director. That's what we miss. The goal.
I'm missing two. Yes, I'm missing two little executives. That's all. And then I'll be there. I've got the points. It's just two executives. I have to pull a bit more, help them up. You can't force them.
There you go. You can win your way into the cruise free by qualifying the promotion. The promotion is on, and it's going to be on for the whole September.
Thanks very much again for sharing that story.
You're welcome. Thank you very much for having me on.
All right, so we've got the home stretch in front of us. We are obviously a little bit longer, but we had an awful lot that we wanted to cover today. So we've got some corporate news and updates to wrap up, and let's dive right into it. First of all, just a reminder: we have a broadcast scheduled for the 25th of September, which is it's quickly approaching. This is a ribbon cutting ceremony. Obviously, you know exactly what we're cutting and why we're cutting it. Anything else you wanted to add about this broadcast, Huascar?
I'm going to add that we're going to cover every corner of that office. We're going to talk about technical enhancement, and what it is going to be available for our company, for members. And we're going to be covering the special words, the special guest. This is going to be a very tight and reduced ceremony with part of our corporate staff and top leadership and the President's Club members. Is going to be closed because of COVID condition, and because also it's going to be a tight ceremony. It's not open for our members. I know many of you express their will and desire to go there and share with us, and we appreciate that. But we're going to have the time for that once we have fully operation in the office in January 2022. So I'm looking forward for that, to receive all of you and share those tours, seminars, and conference there. We make sure that once you hit there, you don't want to leave. Actually, we have everything set up that you can you feel comfortable like home, and it's truly remarkable. I'm very satisfied with the technical staff, the companies involved in the technological process and all that. So it's really beautiful what we have. I believe you have some videos. I don't know if it's here or.
I do have. Yeah, I understand. Yeah. There's enough fiber optic cable that is behind the walls to wrap around the city a couple times.
well, we got a few companies. We got a few setback. I believe we send out the last piece of the puzzle was sent out in Arabian Southern Arabia Saudita, that we find the last piece of the box of the Matrix video, because it has a lot of screens all over. It's like Wall Street, and it has like everything synchronized, and we got the different Matrix videos on there to switch the images, and it has 4 sounds of audio in there. So it's just impressive. I didn't know anything about this. I had to learn all that because I was on the loop. I was no idea that could be requires so much technical stuff and wire. I mean, you are right. The amount of wire cables on the ceiling of that, they are still wiring stuff up.
They'll be at it for a while.
Well, yeah.
I just saw someone in the chat suggesting a CFX hotel resort.
Well, we got a room which has two double beds, for programmers and developers and traders. Once they had to, hit the floor for long hours, they have like a full room with everything in there. So
we won't tell them about the resort yet.
Exactly. Okay,
right, let's watch a couple of videos.
Yeah, let's watch. It's a sneak peek. Take away the audio, John, but just a little bit. Those things are fully. Those are the videos where they were cleaning up the office. They put like 10 people. They wrap it up. All the chairs and the furniture. They take it out of the boxes. Look at that.
Yeah, matching the artist rendition photograph too.
Exactly. Everything, just for the record, everything was on the floor plan. Everything was in the picture all the time. There you go. It looks way much better in person, but this looks amazing. I mean, this is those LED lights and those details that the office have. Is huge. Is beautiful. Those panels on the wall and the ceiling were handmade. They came, and they put every piece, right there. They spent like 30 days putting all that together. The people who built that up, amazing. You have another one there, or no?
2 videos here, and then now we've got some very exciting housekeeping.
Oh my God, the lottery cruise. Please tell me who didn't buy the lottery cruise? Who forgot to buy the lottery cruise. Don't worry, because we got exciting news. For those who didn't bought it yet, you're going to miss today's price. I'm sorry for you. But if you bought it, you are going to have 4 chances to win. You're going to have the chance to win today. You're going to have the chance to win at the end of the month in September, in 30 days. In October, you're going to participate with the same ticket, guys, with the same tickets. With $30, you can spend 3 months participating in this lottery. And then finally, on the end of the month in November, because the cruise is going to be in December, we're going to pick the 5 winner, the Bitcoin prices and the winner of the cruise. So guys, what do you think about that? We put together that lottery accessible. We'll lower down the prices because we want to make it exciting for everybody. The more you buy, the more chances you have. We're gonna pick it live now. I don't know if I do it now or if I do it at the end, but I'm
entirely up to you. You can take screen share away whenever you're ready. We can finish the other updates first if you want. All
right. So we're gonna pick one winner with the cruise ticket. One person is going to write his name or her name on the list of that cruise ship today for free. Remember, it's only the cruise package, okay? The cruise package, not flight or anything else, transportation or anything else. Now, if you can scroll down, John, we can see the prices. The first price that we're going to pick in November is going to be a VIP cruise. No, the first one. The first one is before that one. I don't know if you have it, but it says
maybe
VIP.
The slide order is different. Let's see here.
Yeah. So we got 2 cruises with $1,000 included.
Yeah.
For expensive. And we got one prize, the number one prize. Probably you missed it. It's not there, but
yeah, I don't see it.
Mm-hmm. The first star is a VIP with flight, cruise pack, everything.
Yes.
Okay.
Everything.
All right. Let me share a screen and let me pick the winner so we can celebrate with this person.
This will actually be the first official person booked to go.
This will be the first official person, passenger, guest, all paid by CashFX in this cruise anniversary. You got that right. Is that excited? We got 1,286 people who bought. Probably people bought twice or third time, 4 or 5 tickets, but we got 266 participating. 1, 2, 3, boom, 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 boom. 1,272. That's the magic number. Let's see who it is. One moment. 1,272. 1,072. Here it is. Cash box. I'm gonna search here.
Oh, it's a company name.
Yeah, it's a company name. I'm looking for the name now. Guys. Wait, I'm gonna show in my screen shortly. Yeah, one moment. Well, if Cashbox is listening right now,
they already know they won.
Yeah.
And now someone else is putting a change of name application form into their back office.
Mm-hmm. Here it is.
They're changing their business name to Cashbox.
I got the name right here. I
think the person is in the meeting. We'll find out.
Rodrigo Arias.
Yep.
Rodrigo Arias, La Reina Javiera from Chile. He's on the chat. He's on the chat.
You want to unmute him and let him.
Rodrigo Arias is on the chat.
Let's track him down for a second.
Wow. Yeah, Rodrigo Arias.
There he is.
From Chile. Amazing. Congratulations, my friend.
I just gave him permission to unmute.
Por favor.
Huascar.
Hola, Rodrigo.
Hey, what's going on, man?
You won, my friend. You won.
Cannot believe it.
We better see it. We better see a screenshot too of your back office.
Man, I'm shaking.
I'm gonna show this.
There we go.
I got the file here. It's 1072, and I got one moment here. Here it is, cash box. This is the code. This is the code here. You see it, guys? This is the code.
Oh, Rodrigo's cash bot.
Yeah, cash box.
New winner.
It's a cash box, man. And I look at the code here, and I click here, and here it is.
There it is.
Rodrigo Arias.
Well, congratulations.
How are you feeling, Rodrigo? You speak English?
Still shaking. Yes, I speak English.
Very well. Congratulations. So how long ago you bought this ticket?
I joined CFX in September last year.
And the ticket, how long you bought it?
I bought it last weekend, when the payout came through. When the last one that I had pending came through, I went for it.
$30. That's it.
I bought 3.
There you go.
Tickets.
$90. You get a cruise ship.
Yeah, three tickets. What? Did I win a cruise?
You won a cruise.
Yeah, no, you win the whole boat.
You win the whole boat.
Congratulations.
Well, congratulations, Rodrigo. We're gonna write it down here. You need all the requirements needed will be sent by email. But it's quite amazing, and I feel happy for you. I feel very excited, because this is the intention of this lottery, to give that opportunity to everybody.
I'm feeling.
Yeah. The other two tickets are going to be eligible for the next coming raffles, draws. So we're gonna take that out from the list, the one that you won. But the next one, the thing is, everybody can participate with $30, and every month we're gonna be picking one winner until November. That we're gonna pick 5 winners. Okay, so there you go, guys. Rodrigo, un placer de conocerte. Mucho gusto. Nice meeting you.
Huascar, nos vamos a conocer.
¿Algunas palabras que quiera decir de despedida? Some words?
Thank you very much. To be honest, you guys, what are doing actually changed my whole family lives. So I'm very appreciated. And I truly believe in what you're doing, the vision and what the company is about.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Congratulations. Let's move on, guys. There you go. There you go. It's good to be able to do it live like this, John.
It's fun.
Really nice. Okay, the 4th prize lottery is $5,000, and the 5th lottery winner will be $2,500. So we're gonna pick 3 winners to the cruise, plus 2 winners every month. So it's gonna be 6 winners in total. All right.
Excellent.
Let's see the rank advancement with John Kinnear.
All right, let's wrap up. So we hit 2,100. So a nice round number for executives. Congratulations to all of you that hit executive during the month of August. That's 77 new executives. That's a significant month, to say the least. So very much congratulations to all of you, and of course all those upline leaders who assisted in your success. Managers, we saw a jump of 13 managers. Congratulations to all of you as well. And we also saw one new director. So that's fantastic, which means, of course, those continue to accumulate, means that it won't be long before we have more additions to the President's Club and ultimately the ambassador and global ambassador list.
Well, guys, remember, President's Club has lots of privilege. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for changing your life. This is so amazing that, you know, even in manager, you're already changing your life, like our guest of today from Norway. And Rodrigo, this being able to be exposed to this type of experiences in the company. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for impact as many life as we could, as we can. And I guess we'll be seeing you on the next end of the month with more exciting updates and more progress with the company. We have a lot to do. We are heading to Panama very soon in preparation for that epic moment. I think it's very special for everybody to be able to inaugurate that. I mean, we've been waiting for over a year and a half already since we launched the company in November 2019. And for us to be able to go through the whole process and containers, regulations, COVID, and all that, to be in this moment so close to a few days to have everything set up, and we're going to receive the traders, the engineers, people from different countries are going to fly in there and set up all the tools on the equipment that we have there on the screens. And the display that we're going to show there is the hard work that we've been doing, you know, all this time. And the achievement that we have, like John said, just to wrap up the meeting, I just wanted to say that we're working very hard, committed to all of you. And I'm looking forward to be able to tell you guys and to be able to share what we all are doing together. Thank you very much. God bless you all. I'm very excited, very emotive, and I'll see you all soon. Thank you very much to John, the youth, and all the people in the marketing team contributing in this call. It seems like we had a two-hour call, John.
We did. So that internal clock.
We broke the record
perfectly.
We broke the record, and we cut material. Well, I hope the Spanish call tonight is not as long as this. We're gonna now that we rehearsal. Yeah, now we rehearsal. Now we can go over really fast. Thank you, guys. God bless you, and see you soon. Talk soon, guys.